Guys, my name's Chandler McMinn. Today we are over at Keith Kepler's house. We are going to be taking a look at everything that I've already sent in. Obviously, we disagree as far as saying that there was no hail related damages on the property. Number one biggest thing is going to be the soft metals. If you see how badly dented these are, this is enough proof to obviously show the size, consistency of the hail in the area. Like if we get the other edges, and we got more dents, small, big, all kinds of size. Like these right here are not even filling in. So we've got some pretty big size hail. As far as hail size, obviously when it dents, it's gonna get a little bit bigger, but we got a little over an inch. So probably the diameter of the hail was probably about half. So we're probably looking at about 0.75 to an inch size hit there. Same thing, we got about almost an inch and a half right here, so probably about an inch, which is consistent with the damages I'm seeing. Like if I were to go to any of these hail impacts that we saw, this one's right at almost an inch right here. You can see that it's an inch. We've got granules pressed in. Same thing, look at this one, granules pressed in about an inch, and I can feel that the mat is pierced on all of these. So I checked, all of these are soft. I can feel that the fiber's been broken. Same thing here. This one's a little bit smaller, but that's still about almost 0.75 to half an inch. And I can feel where the mat's bruised. So my biggest thing is, this is where we sent all of our stuff in, showing proof that we had hail damage. Obviously, I want to check to see if these hits in this area are hail damage. I've already checked. I know it is. We're going to look at consistency outside of where this 10 by 10 is, and as you can see, we got consistency around it. We originally marked this area up during the adjuster meeting, so I'm going to do my proof of hail in areas that we did not mark, especially on this back slope, because look, if you look over here, I haven't even finished marking, but if I come over here, I mean, I can see where literally the mat is pierced on this, where this hit is, and I guarantee you, if I check the bottom side of this, it's pierced, because you can literally see where the granules are pressed in. It's pierced. So that is a valid hail hit. Let's go to another random area. Let's go. I've got a hit here. I've got a hit here. Let's just check all of these. Let's see if the consistency's there. Let me mark up a good bit. So we got hits over here. Let's see. That's soft and pierced. Spot there. Feel it's pierced there. So the consistency's there. Let's check these right here. All right. I'm gonna try to be very careful. I do not want to damage the shingle. Can you see the bottom side? I don't want to lift it up too high. Can you see anything? So one would be right here. Let me kind of push a little bit to see if you can see anything. You see anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoop. Let's check the other one. So that one's good. Let's check this one. Yeah, it's pierced. Yeah, and look, the granules are pressed in. Granules are pressed in, the fibers are broken. So these two are definitely hail hits too. So, all right, so this is on the back slope. I checked 3 random spots. All 3 were pierced. So all the areas I'm marking, and look at the consistency, like come over here, show them this. Like down here, even in these areas where I haven't marked it, we've got a hit here. I can literally see where the granules are pressed in. Another one on this tooth right there. I mean, the consistency's there all over this roof. Like, look at this one. That one's soft. So we've got hail all in these areas. Here's another hit right here. Look at this. Soft. Soft right here. Another one right here. That one's not soft enough, so I'm not marking it. Now look, see, if you were to look at this, I could understand if I was marking things like this one right here. Obviously, we clearly all know this is not a hail hit. That's granule loss. I mean, the fibers are not broken. The granules are just falling out. That's just old. When we're looking at hail hits like over here, like these, you can see where the granules are pressed in. The granules are pressed in into the mat. Same thing with this one. Granules are pressed in. I can feel that the fibers are broken. All of these hits. Let's go over here to the north. So originally when we first came out, we had good spatter. We've got hits on this. We've got some really good hits on the north. Now, north is not gonna have as much as this area, typically, depending on which way the storm's falling. But let's check a random spot over here. There's one right here. Look, I see another one here. Honestly, this one's really good. Let's check this one. Where did my tool go? Let's see. It's not even sealed. That's how old this roof is. Let's see how the bottom side looks.
Oh, yeah.
Is it pierced? Okay. So north, that one is pierced. And this is on the north slope. So north, as far as hail, if I were to mark this area, let's see how many hits I've got. That's soft. That's soft. That's granule loss. So granule loss, granule loss, granule loss, soft. Look at this one. Hey, check this out. Look at this one right here. This one's really indented. Oh, this one's sealed good. I kind of need my little tool. Ooh, let's take a look at this one. It's gonna be hard to get this up. Can you see the bottom side of it? Oh, shingle's ripping, it's brittle. Can you see the piercing in the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it too. It's not as big as the other one, but it's definitely there. I can see the fibers broken. All right, and like I said, this is not to be careful with the roof. We're just trying to see if we have valid hail. Obviously, the shingle's in bad condition. You can see when I'm barely picking it up. I mean, look, we got hits. A hit here. I mean, and this is on the north slope. A hit here. Soft and pressed in. Look, granules pressed in. That's a good hit. And then that's enough. I mean, obviously, the north slope's not going to have as much. Now, if we take a look at the back side, where we marked over here, where we did our right slope and our left slope's our north slope. There's not much on the north. I mean, the ones we marked, all of those, I'd say half of them are over 1/2 inch in diameter. Some of the other ones are a little bit smaller, but it's the north slope. We don't really care about the north slope as much. I'm more concerned about, you know, our other 3 majority slopes. So we did a full 10 by 10 here. Same thing, there's consistency in this right slope. We've got hits well more than enough in this 10 by 10 area. Let's go check a random hit over in this spot and see how these look. So obviously, if you take a look at this roof, you can see the hail damage without even having to look too hard. Like see right here, we got some granule loss right here. So like, you know, you do have we definitely have granule loss. Let me do that in a different color so we don't get that confused. So we do have granule loss. I mean, like this one, I didn't mark this one. If you look at this is definitely, like I would definitely agree granule loss on that. Fibers are not broken, granules are not pressed in. But all the other ones we've been marking, you can feel an indent in the shingle. So if I were to go look at any of these hits, like let's see, like this one, look at this. Look at the granules pressed in. You see how they're pushed in? Same thing over here. These are pressed in. Let's take this shingle and let's see if we can see the hit on the bottom side. Can you see anything? I can see it. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look, I'm gonna barely push on it. Look at that. It's broken. The mat's broken. You see that?
Yeah.
Look at that. It's fully pierced. That does not happen from granule loss. That's from something hitting the roof, penetrating and breaking the fibers in that mat. Here's another one right here. Look at this. Let's show the difference. Look. So we got some granule loss right here. There's some really good granule loss. No granules pressed in. The fibers are not broken. This one, I'm seeing cracking in it, and I'm seeing the granules pressed in. Let's check to see the backside of this. And let's see how well we can see that. Does that one have any piercing in it too? Oh yeah, I can see the piercing. Do you see it?
Mm-hmm.
You see it?
Yeah.
So that one, but look, let's check over here. Look at this. Let's see the granule loss. So the granule loss is technically, it'd be right here. Actually, dude, show them this. Look at this. Show them the top side. Show them that. Look at the bottom side. It's pierced. Look. Look. You see the small piercing, but look. Look at that. As I'm pushing, see how my finger's coming through? That's a hell hit. That's just an older one, I guess. All the granules probably came out. The roof's just really old, so But the one we have marked that looks valid, that's got the granules pressed in, that one it was pierced. I'm kind of shocked that was pierced because I thought it was maybe granule loss, but it's pierced. Granule loss doesn't do that. So both of those are valid. As you can see with the consistency inside our 10x10, it does go over into this area. So we've got valid damage on the roof. We've checked the bottom side. I don't know if they documented everything last time. We've got a couple spots that I noticed right here when I was looking down this. So what I do is I typically will look down this downspout and look all the way down to see if I can see anything. And I'll kind of walk along. And if I notice anything, like, actually here's one right here. Look. Anytime I notice something, I'm gonna mark it. Another one over here. And also, look at this. Show them this. These are not sealed in. None of these are sealed in. Look at this. They're all gonna fly away. Like, and this is an issue I've noticed a lot on his roof. Like, look at this. Show them this. Look. How can you say there was not hail? Look at this hit. That is a really good hit. You can actually see it's broken. Where is my gauge? Look at my finger next to this. That's definitely an inch. Look at this. Granules are pressed in. I can feel the indent. Look at the bottom side. Let's look at the bottom side of this. Look at that. Oh yeah. Look at see the piercing? Look where it hit. You see that? Yeah. Right here. Show it at like this angle. Show how it's raised. Look at that. That's a clear, look at that indent. And the granules are pressed in. Look at this. So obviously I disagree. I think we have very good valid damage on this property, especially that we've got hits on the downspouts, the gutter system, and we even have hits on the newer shingle on where the repairs were. We got some hits here. Let's see if I can find some more. That's soft. Got one there, and this is just on where they had a repair not too long ago. That's pierced. Granules are pressed in. So we got another one there. Let's go over this way. See if we can find one more. Look at that. There we go. Granules pressed in. Look at that. And this is a newer shingle. That's newer. We've got granules pressed in. It's soft. I can feel the mats pierced. And this is on the newer part. So we got old over here. And we got new right here. One thing I do want to address too, if we were to pay for a slope, I am concerned about the condition of the roof. Look at this from where they had repairs. Fully ripped right here. And then show them overview of this whole area. Everything's creased. All these shingles in this area, they're all of these. They're all creased. All these were damaged when they did this repair. Now, obviously, I don't know if this was through insurance or out of pocket. I have no idea. But if this is what it looked like when they did a repair a couple years ago, whenever they did it, I am concerned about what's going to happen to the condition of the roof if we were to say that we're going to do a repair in this area. I mean, we've got hail everywhere. I've got hail hits all over the place. I can go through here and just start marking. I mean, there's hail. It's not hard to find. My biggest concern is that nothing from the day that we filed has been opened up for coverage. We've got damages on the soft metals, gutters, and downspouts. We've got damages on the roof side. If we need to do a reinspection, that's fine. We'll do a reinspection. We just want to make sure that obviously y'all have all the documentation and proof that, you know, what we've claimed is actually on the property, and we just want to be treated fairly. So thank you so much. If y'all have any questions, please call me.